Okay. And we are live back with Stationeers. So, last time around, on Monday, what did we do? Let me think. I mean, obviously we just started the game on Europa. We had to rush pretty much for the entire stream to try and survive, as we got air and power running. And now that we have air and power, I think our next step is going to be to get our waste tank recycled, expand the little living space a little bit, and get some water, and move the machines inside. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Move the machines inside so we can recycle their waste heat. Oh, no. It was to get a furnace so I could get some steel so I could get some more stuff done. But okay, so it's gonna be a bit of an order. I don't want to recycle my waste gas until we have insulated pipes. But then we need a furnace. For the furnace, we need so to mine. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be mining. Okay, I remember now. Good thing I took. Good thing I took some time to think about it. Anyway, and from what I understand, it was daytime the last time we were on this save, so we should be fine to go and start mining. Let's see. While we're out mining, we should try and keep an eye out for water ice, because that'd be a good idea to have. Okay, let me get this hint off the screen. How's our battery? It's pretty short, but we'll have to make do with it. Now, speaking of short batteries, actually I need to have an actual battery inside my mining tool. So I'm gonna swap you out, then swap you guys. Boom! And now we have a battery inside the mining tool. Okay, let's go around mining. So what do we need? A bunch of iron. Let me throw away what we don't need. We need a bunch of iron, some water ice, and maybe copper? Definitely copper. Always need copper. Since we don't have that much space. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put some stuff in here. Since we don't have that much space, we can't really mine like an entire vein all at once. Since those do get pretty big. For example, this copper vein here, which is going to keep going down on the ground for a while. Okay, I can't really see anymore. But we got some copper. That's what matters. Copper... What if I made a hole to the surface? Nah, the sun is still being hidden. Copper... Okay, that should be enough. More copper. There we go. Okay, next, a bunch of iron. And water ice, if we could spot some. That's volatiles. We'll need that, actually, if we're going to be making a furnace. Volatile ice. This is what is going to be burning. Okay. I'm going to check this out. There shouldn't be too many issues to find iron because that's plentiful. That's silicone. That's more silicone. That's copper. That's coal. That's nitrogen ice over there, which we're not really interested in. Ah, iron. Let's get 2 stacks. Maybe even 3 stacks. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of iron anyway. Put it on my flashlight, it'll make things easier. And faster. Okay. Let's get one more stack, and then we'll look for water ice. Okay, that should be enough. Up. Water ice time. That's copper. Come on, water ice. Is this water ice? Yes. Just recognize the look. Alright, so this is to give us water. That was coal I just mined. Once we have a station battery, which needs steel to make an actual battery, we can then start having a coal generator for a lot of power. So it's a good idea to have some coal on hand. Okay. Let's go back towards our base. Also, hello, Zatatat. Hi. How am I doing? I think pretty good. We are surviving pretty well. Though we're still, we're still in the race of things to do. So for example, now we have to go ahead and race to make a furnace, so I can make some steel, so I can have a station battery, so I can have power. Okay, I'm gonna swap these out. You recharge. You start smelting. Okay, so we want station battery. Not station battery, a furnace. Which is gonna require iron and copper. What do we have? A bit of iron in here. Over here we have some copper, but not enough, so I'm not gonna even bother taking it out. Up. Okay. Let's make another iron frame. Just for the furnace. Actually, we don't even need a... No, we don't even need a frame. We do need pipes and a valve. So... let's exchange this. We're gonna need three things. A pipe... actually, I think I can get a pipe from here. If I just disassemble what I put up here. So, give me this oxygen. Undo all this stuff. Okay. Put a pipe. And put the gas holder. Easy. Alright. So that's a pipe. So next we need a... Are you done? How much copper am I asking you to process? Not that much. Anyway, we need a pipe, valve. Pipe valve. Needs a bit of copper. Just so happens we just get some copper. Power low already. That's being drained fast. Probably from the flashlight. Because that's a pipe valve. Next we want a pipe, regular pipe. Pipe kit. And then finally we want a pipe cowl. For now. Later on we'll be doing a bit more complicated stuff. But that's gonna be the base, the bare minimum that we need. You keep burning some stuff. We're gonna need a bit more iron. Eventually a snowstorm is gonna roll around, which is gonna knock our stuff all over the place. What is that? Pure carbon ice. Okay, you're done with the copper. Let's start processing some steel. I know steel is fast to process inside this thingy. Yeah. I'm busy. Anyway, you've been charging my battery. Come on, process. Should be enough for at least what we want to do. Yep, I think that's enough for the furnace. You shut off, please. Furnace. Yep. Okay. I think we'll place it around here. Because in the future we'll have these hot pipes. Otherwise, actually, no, we won't. I was gonna say we were gonna have these hot... Well, actually, yes, we are going to have the... We're gonna try and recycle the heat from our furnace eventually, but for now, not so much. For now, we would just want to use the heat to... You know, do stuff with it. To melt. Oh, speaking of, do I have enough to make steel? I would need a full stack of coal plus... Oh, we almost have enough iron too. Oh well, keep processing some copper. Okay, so you're making that. Let's me get a bit more coal. We just need a full stack. So more than 2, please. Where's my coal? Oh, there it is. We need an extra 19 for a full stack. Boop. And then we want some extras anyway, because we'll be burning coal. I am hoping we can start burning coal soon. Ish, for power purposes. That's ice. That's not enough coal. We need more. Let's see. Some ice. More ice. More ice. Let's keep going. That's copper, right? Yep, that's copper. That's iron or copper. That's silicone. I think there was some coal around this place. If I remember right. Yep, there it is. Is that cobalt? That's good for late game minerals. Good to know. Let's mine this coal node. Probably gonna be needing more iron too. Okay, that should be good enough. Yeah, we'll need more iron. That's copper. You know what? I'm gonna have this thing be over here. Okay, we need some iron. Let's see. Once we start having a heated place, we can stop losing battery charge to just the random cold. We are going to need silver, but right now I'm, you know, I'm full. Give me some iron. Because we'll need actual just iron, not just steel. Straight iron too. Okay, that's enough. Let's go back home. We have now the ingredients for steel. It's kind of neat. If you know the fact that we're slowly dying to the cold. Kind of. And that we have our suit on for like 5 straight quote-unquote days. I'm not sure how long a day on Europa is compared to a day on Earth, but whatever. Okay, so we should have a furnace now. Yep, I can see it over there. Let me keep burning stuff in there. You can take more copper. Okay, furnace time. This thing can just float in the air, so it doesn't really matter where we put it. I just want it to be... this is decent. I'll put it like so. Okay, now what do we need to complete the construction? Let me check. Furnace. We are going to need 2 iron sheets, 2 iron sheets. Alright. That's doable. Oh yeah, we made a hole. That's gonna be a bother later. Oh well. We'll have to construction our way around that one. Iron sheet. 4 of those, please. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Need my tools again. Well, not really, just need a welding torch. Or not. A wrench, actually. Okay, now the welding torch. Oops. Alright, furnace. So now we can melt a lot of metals, and we can make metal combos. So for... oh, and it doesn't require power either, so that's cool. But it does require us to work with some gases. Input, we want the output here. Where are my pipes? They're over here. Oh, you guys are losing power over there? That's not good. Okay, now you're gaining power. Good. So pipes, valve. Here's how it's gonna work. That's the output. Pipe, valve, pipe, and then a pipe cowl so the air can escape. Ugh. Okay. Come on. Oop. So that's working. Let's make some steel. First, we put some oxygen to burn, and some volatiles to burn. Also, click on the igniter. There we go. Volatiles to burn too. So it'll get the temperature up. And now I put what we want to process. So coal, and then 3 stacks of iron will make steel. You can check the recipe on the little compendium here. So if I check steel, steel ingot, needs 75% iron, 25% carbon, aka from coal. And the recipe is at a pressure of 1 MPa, so 1,000 or 1,000 kilopascals at 900 kelvins. And we have all this data here. Shut up, suit battery lady. We can just swap our power here. Okay, I can process some iron while we're here. Up. Anyway, back to here. Keep putting some iron in there. Yep. As you can see, the heat is escaping from the furnace. So if I was to put this indoors, it would make my base like 1,000 degrees, which means it's no good for what we want to do. But it's an option. That should be all the iron we want. Okay, what's the issue? It's not hot enough. Because it got cooled too much. Now there's a bunch of gases in there. There's, I think, the minerals have gases in them. So for example, if I check iron ore has inside carbon dioxide and pollutants, whereas coal has inside of it pollutants and carbon dioxide. Okay. So, you know, I could try and recycle the carbon dioxide from the furnace too. Okay, my battery's dead. Quickly, don't take any iron lung damage. Okay, we're good. Next, my air tank is low. Here. Swap this out. Waste tank. Oh, that's my waste tank. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Oxygen, correct. That's a waste tank. Okay. We're fine. Anyway, back to what I was saying. There's a bunch of gases in there that we could recycle, but I don't feel like it. Shut up. I'm busy. Anyway, back to this place. So because there's a bunch of gases in there, it's gonna be harder to heat up. So I could dump all the gas and just do a new burn, and that'll be good enough. But that'll be for the future. If we had like 1,000 minerals in there and a bunch of useless gas that we don't want, then we can try resetting the engine. Boop. Okay, burn this, please. Where's my button? There it is. There's a burn now. And it's hot enough. Dump it. 200 steel. So now let's try and make the station battery. Be over here. What else do I need? Battery. Station battery. Kit battery. 20 gold, 20 copper. I think we don't have enough gold, so let's go and mine that. We saw a bunch of gold anyway on the way here. Was some gold next to some gold next to the silver, which we'll need for another compound. I could mine some iron. We'll need iron. Just like we'll always need iron, just like we'll always need more copper. And I could use a lot more steel. But for now it's gonna be iron. Because we're kind of in a hurry. Okay, that should be good enough for me. I feel like that's gold over there. Mine that out. Thank you. And hotel trip from Nantes. Nantes. I don't even know how to say that in French. And from France. Hello. I don't even know how to say that in French. Let alone English. Nantes? I don't know. Anyway, give me some gold, please. Boop. Oh, please. Thank you. So with this gold, we can make a station battery. With a station battery and some heavy wires, we can make a big old generator. But all that's gonna have to be indoors, otherwise we're gonna lose charge. So it means that the next step is to expand indoors. Up. And actually, I think since now we have steel, we can also make on Europa 2, getting cold stuff is easy. Indeed, so recycling stuff from my furnace will be easy. For example, carbon dioxide to use for my plants. Or ice. But it's hard to get heat, because heat is expensive in terms of power. And you can't really use solar power. So you have to use other methods. Anyway, let's keep mining the stuff. What is that over there? That's ice. More gold, please. We'll need gold for also the heavy cables. And I imagine the Stirling engine. Actually, we can make the Stirling engine now. I think. I think all it needed that we didn't have was steel. So that can be used. And also we need steel for the insulated pipes. They use the brutal start. Yes, that might that might affect things. I'm on brutal with Stationeer activated, so that might influence what I'm talking about. So far, so good. We haven't had to restart yet. Yet being the keyword. Can you use the ice crusher and oxide to recharge the oxygen tank? Yes, you can. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now. Ah, speaking of, I should get some oxide. Oh, the Steam achievements? I already got them. It's only for the challenge. If I can survive on brutal, I can survive on any. If I can survive Europa on brutal, I can survive at any way. So yeah, I already got the achievements, but I still want to survive on brutal because. It's like to prove that you can do it, basically. It's a challenge. And it's more exciting. It's more fun for me, I think. I feel like. Anyway, that's not that much oxide. That's better. I want another stack. Please. Pretty please. Should be the last bit. Yep. Okay, let's go back. So with all this stuff that we got, in fact, you know what? I could melt my iron directly inside the furnace, but I'm not gonna. The gold, man, is it still hot in there? The gold is not a very, doesn't need a very hot temperature. How hot is it in there? It's still pretty, I think it's hot enough for the gold to melt. Yep, yep. See, that's that easy. We have some extra gold over here. And you can process the iron in here because it's super fast anyway. Alright, give me my gold. Thank you. So with this, we can make a station battery. Huzzah. And other stuff. If you achieve to display a message text on the text console, you're curious to know how that works. A message text on the console. Ah, I think I know how. Okay, anyway, let me switch my batteries. Swap those out, please. Okay, let's try and take care of some stuff. First, we need a station battery and a generator. Battery. Need some copper. We have plenty of copper. I know that for sure. Yeah. Because I kept processing copper. You over there, you're done. Get more. Okay. So that's iron. That's my copper over there. Did I already put the copper in there? Yes. Build a station battery. Next, we want a solid fuel generator. So I can burn some gas fuel, portable generator, solid generator. Ooh, we can just afford it. Alright. And then once that's done, we can lay down some heavy cables. Actually, before I put all this stuff down, I need a Stirling generator to get some heat, because otherwise we're going to lose all this battery charge. They convert numbers to ASCII characters. Don't know how to create this number. I think there's a chart. I think there's a chart for that, if I remember right. Not just for this game, but for like everything. Since ASCII is used for plenty of stuff. Okay, well, that's going to take a while. While this happens, let me take care of my needs. Power low. Okay, come on. That was not a very big jump. Come on, get in there. Okay. Let me get some stuff. I have one bottle, I need another. A full bottle. Oh, is that a full bottle? No, that's an empty bottle. I need some cereals. Okay. Let's suck all the air out. Okay, it's a vacuum. Water first. Go!
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
This is better than being in the cold, because the cold damages my lung.
Temperature low.
Okay. I should have drank the other bottle. Oh well, too late now. Next, the bar of cereal.
Pressure critical.
Hold your breath
Oxygen critical.
while you eat.
Temperature
Okay,
critical. Temperature low.
we're fine. Back to work. Oh, please turn off. Thank you. The station battery should have been printed by now. Yep. I want a Stirling engine for heating purposes. We can make it easy enough. Alright. And then we're going to have to do some complicated stuff to get a Stirling engine to work. It will generate power. So basically, well, there's a couple of ways we can heat up the base. We can use our power to heat up. So, you know, to convert power to heat. We can use these waste heat from the furnace, for example, but that'll be quite hard to do since this is like 1,000 degrees. and we want 20 degrees inside the base. But I have here in the starting engine.
Temperature
Uh-oh,
low.
that's my battery dead.
Temperature critical.
Quickly. Okay,
Temperature low.
we're currently not making that much power because there's not much wind. So let's try and save on power. So the starting engine, it uses hot gas and the room temperature to create power. Now, it's hard to... oh, did that thing just run out of... Did it print? Did it print? No. Did
Power critical.
you print? Doesn't look like it printed. No. Okay. Whatever. You need to... I think it's eating too much power. Yeah, no. Too much power. Yep, it's dead. Even with the tree. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off so we can put some power in there. Yeah, well, that in this situation is when you turn on the coal generator. Oh well. Better venting off the cold air and try to warm it up using oxide instead as it's at 0 degrees. That's a good idea, but my idea is going to be that we're going to be using a starting engine to heat up because as we just wait, the whatchamacallit, we're going to lose heat to convection as my walls are touching cold air and inside is going to be hot air. We're going to be losing heat anyway, so I might as well make a more long-lasting heating system. Though, if I really need to get some air real quick, I can do the oxide into oxygen conversion. Okay, now we're going pretty fast. Turn on. Okay, so I might as well have a better system, a much more longer-lasting system right now. Anyway, next, once we have the starting engine, we're gonna need a pipe igniter. I'll move this ice. I'm gonna need another ice crusher because I want to mix my water and oxygen crusher with my fuel crusher. So a new ice crusher. Insulated pipes because I don't want. I'm gonna have some pipes running outside, and we don't want insulated. Insulated pipes are perfectly insulated. So we're gonna have 1,000 degree hot air inside these insulated pipes that won't be leaking any of the hotness to the environment. So starting engine, a bunch of pipes, insulated pipes, another ice crusher, and a pipe igniter, and a valve. Does the starting engine work at minus 149 degrees? It does work, but it won't be efficient. It works most efficiently at 20 degrees, but we're not going to be using it for power. We're going to be using it for heating, basically. It's going to be a power-positive way of doing heating. Okay, you turn off. Take a break. Ugh. Are you sure I can't jump in there? Without using my jetpack every time? I think I'm going to need some stairs. Later. Whatever. Just jetpack in there. Alright. Cold air in here. That's the battery. That's the starting engine. So the two inputs you can see. We don't. What happens is we can feed in hot air, and it's gonna be releasing slightly less hot air inside. So I'm just gonna make a loop from the one arrow to the other because we don't really care. We'll just want the hot gas, and once the gas becomes cold, then we'll just dump it and put a new batch in. Okay, so something like this. What is that? That's ice, probably from carbon dioxide.
Power critical.
Something like this will be fine. Next to here, we'll have the battery. Up. Okay. And now we need to expand this place because before I heat it up, I want it to have some space. Okay. You're generating power. Good.
Temperature low. Temperature critical.
Okay.
Temperature low.
Keep generating power. So, insulated pipes. We want what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me set like 10 pipes. Maybe 20. It uses silicon and steel. So we'll just use what we have. Are you making power? Yeah, some. So dump the silicone, dump the steel. It'll be coming in here. Put the rest inside of there anyway. We want an ice crusher and other things. So we want a fuel ice crusher with a valve. That way we don't have the ice crusher ignite and be on fire. It'll separate the two networks, I think, right? Valves don't have backflow, do they? Valve. I'm not sure if valves have backflow. Let me check. Valve. I don't know. We can have a pressure valve. Or a one-way valve. That's what I need. Okay, later. Anyway, first, insulated pipes. Let me make some insulated utilities. I'm gonna put some built inline gas tanks. That way we have more volume, so I can have more gases inside the pipes. So let's have like, I don't know, 1, 2. Let's have 4. And now we wait. We'll need an extra iron frame for the ice crusher. Okay, well, you'll get to work. You're making plenty of power. Okay. And once we have all this stuff done, we can start recycling our waste gases, so I can start building up some carbon dioxide in there. Create more wind turbines before my system. Well, actually, we want all this system so I can have, so I stop losing power. Okay, stop. So I stop losing power to the cold. So once this is all done, I can have, oh, dang, that's not good. Once it's all done, we can start having the coal generator, which is what that is the ultimate goal. Anyway, insulated pipes, please. What will I need for a water crusher? Do you not do water crushing? Ice crusher, excuse me. Yeah, ice crusher, please. Next, a valve. Yep. Also gonna need some frames. Need plenty of things. Oh, and the wind picked up. I can still swap my batteries. There we go. So ice crusher, valve, bunch of pipes. And once that's all said and done, we can just... Oh, and also we're gonna need something to take the gas out. So another valve, presumably. Ice crusher, yep. Next, make a valve. Make 2 valves, actually. That's 1. That's a 2. Can I get a pipe analyzer so I can have my data in the pipes? Pipe analyzer. Needs electrum. I could make electrum. We're gonna need electrum anyway. In the future. Sure, I'll make electrum. Okay, put some stuff in there. We don't want our stuff to hang out in the open in case a snowstorm comes around. Up, so go in here. Let's go and make some electrum. It's basically gold and silver. Okay, give me my suit battery. Actually, no, we won't even need my suit battery. We spotted some gold and silver. I think it was that away. Let me see. I thought for sure we spotted... Is that some over there? I know we saw it around this place. Specifically what we need. I even commented on that. When we were going around looking for... Looking for copper. I'll take some silicone. Please. That wasn't that much silicone. We'll need some. So we're gonna be using it all for insulated pipes. The reason we don't want not insulated pipe is because one, we're gonna have 1,000-degree gas in the pipes, and two, because then we'll be losing a bunch of the heat to the environment. Or making my base 1,000 degrees, which is both things we don't want. Okay, that should be enough silicone. Where's that gold I spotted? Should be around this place. Is that it over there? That's silver. No, that's gold. That's not what we needed, but I'll mine it anyway. Wait, was there more snow that got added? Is snow piling up? I don't think so. I know we had gold and silver just next to each other. Oh well. You. All done. Okay. Come on. Is it around here somewhere? There's that gold over there. That is gold, but not silver. Silver is going to be the hard part. Just keep looking. That's a bunch of iron. Just finding silver on its own will be fine too. I think we went too far. Oh, is that silver? I think that's it. No, that's gold. Oh well. Silver is basically just a very pale gold. And its look.
Power low.
Power low? 50% is not that low. Come on, I know it was around here somewhere. I even commented on it. Come on. Maybe I took a bad angle. Maybe this way. Come on. We're gonna need the electrum for a bunch of stuff anyway, so might as well get it. Come on. Please. Let me go back to that. Where was that? That's gold. That's copper. Not copper, coal. There's some holes this way, maybe over here. I think this might be it. Let's see. Gold, gold, silver! Yay! That's exactly the spot. Let's hope we can get a full stack of silver from this. Come on. Need silver. Need a lot more than that. Okay, thank you. One stack is what we want and need. Bare minimum. Oh, almost. Come on. Boom, one stack. And also one stack of gold for the processing. A bit more, please. Okay. So gold and silver makes electrum. For real. It's a real thing. So once that's done, we can have pipe analyzers and other machines using electrum. The pipe analyzer is just like a safety mechanism because I want to see what's happening in my pipes before I blow myself up and burn the base inside out. Now I could make a safety system that would let the gases out if it got too high pressure. But what if I didn't instead?
Power critical.
What if I didn't do that? Ooh, that's gonna be a good charge on this battery. Oh yeah. You cool off. Oh, you're pretty cold anyway. We just want all the gases to be out. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Could make a safety system, but instead I'll just make a valve. More than 11 MPa in my hot gas for the starting engine. Well, it's... Oh, that's right. We need a working gas. Yes, about pressure differentials. If my working gas gets heated up to 11 MPa, bad stuff happens. Which means we'll have to start using our ice crusher a bit earlier than I expected. That's fine. I need to make a third ice crusher just for fuel. Whatever, we'll work it out. Anyway. While we wait, did I mine anything extra for processing? Yeah, we mined some silicone. Process that, please. Yeah, so we need to make a gas tank of working gas. So let me go ahead and print a gas tank. Up. Gas canister. Canister? Yeah, canister. Thank you. We'll have a bunch of volatiles in this thing, because that's a good gas to use. Up. Alright. Now it might blow up, which is why we want to be very selective about what we do with the gas. Okay, that's low enough. It will be fine. Let's make a new burn. So I guess hot enough for the ice. Or is it hot enough for the gold and silver? Let me see the exact recipe for electrum. Electrum. Come on. Ingot electrum. Doesn't need too much heat, but not too much pressure. 2 MPa maximum. We're over the pressure, so let's start venting. Until we get to 2 MPa. We can make a safe, low-cost chamber for the furnace by placing 2 passive vents linked with a one-way valve to the outside. 2 passive vents linked with a one-way valve to the outside. I see what you mean. But don't, it's not gonna be used to make power, it's gonna be used to heat up the room. It's gonna be my heater. So even though I could use this technique to maximize power outputs, I don't wanna, because then that'll be cold air, kind of. Just to keep the heat in my furnace. Oh, I see what you mean. We have like a hot room of furnace heat. Come on. Okay, that's good. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so that's electrum, which means now we can make a bunch of new stuff. Give me the pipe analyzer so I don't burst all my pipes and burn to death. Thank you. That's a pipe analyzer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need some stairs. Like, right now. Let's get some stairs. Do you have iron? You know you don't. Dump it all. Alright. You give me some stairs. Ugh, 15 iron. It hurts. Okay, with all that done... Also, we need some steel sheets, I think. For the Stirling engine, don't we? Stirling engine... 2 electronic parts. Oh. What do I need for that? Electronic parts. Iron, gold, copper. Whatever. That's not too bad. Okay, staircase. That should do the trick. Let's dump these iron. So iron. Ugh. Where's my gold, copper? Gold, copper. Okay. You get in here and make me some electronic parts. 2 of them. That's pretty fast to make. Okay. And a 1. And a 2. Also, we need some steel sheets over here. Not just for this, but for the battery too, right? Station battery needs 2 steel sheets. Splitting engine needs 2 steel sheets. Alright. Make a couple, please. It will be used to keep the heat in my furnace. Oh, I see. So the heat doesn't escape. I don't know how the silicon got out of the way. Oh, that's the silicon I processed. Uh-oh, please. No, wait, go back. I want to stop the steel sheets. We made too many, but that's fine. We'll use them later anyway. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So now we can go ahead and make the stuff in here. Okay. First the steel sheets with a welder. I'll weld indoors, doesn't really matter for now. Though in the future we should avoid welding indoors. Then put some of these in there. Boom, starting engine. In here we'll have some working gas, aka volatiles. We'll have our pipes being linked in here. Okay, so that'll be for later. You need the wrench, was it? No, that's for deconstructing. Is there more welding? Yes. The screwdriver, I think. Okay, so that's ready to battery the station. Okay. I could make this a vacuum. That would also work to prevent the power loss. But now we're in too deep. Gotta finish this thing. Okay, so first order of business. Let's have a working gas canister. Which means I'm gonna need just a bit of... just one pipe, basically. Oh, we're out of power. That's not good. Give it a second to charge up. Yep, it's cooling down. I'm just gonna dump everything. Anyway, so we'll have we'll build really quickly an ice crusher like around here somewhere. Well, I might need actually, you know what? I might need some frames. That's steel. I need some iron frames. That's silicone. Let's not lose our precious materials. Yeah, you have iron over here. We'll use, at least we need the 2 frames, I think. Maybe 1. Okay, that's enough. You dump all the materials. Thank you. Okay. So, iron frame, singular. And some iron sheets. So just just 2 sheets. No, 1 sheet. I don't remember. Iron frame, just 1.
Power low.
Shut up, battery lady. We just need the one for the ice crusher around here. So, whatever. Put it. Where's my engine? It's right over there. I'm gonna put it here. Let me dig up a bit of space. Ooh, 1% battery. Go, 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 go. Dig that up. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have lead below our base. And with this one sheet, I think... Was it 1 or 2 sheets? Let's see. 1 sheet. It's not a solid surface to put stuff on. Right. Next, give me insulated pipes. Oh, and also a pipe igniter. That's for later. Thank you. Okay, so igniter.
Hunger caution.
Hey, uses electrum too. Okay, well we needed this. We needed needed the electrum anyway. So sure. Okay, that's the igniter. And now some insulated pipes. Just build a bunch. We'll need a bunch. Up. Okay. But just one is enough for what we want to do. Now the issue is I'm gonna need to connect this to the grid. Can I just find a spot to snap this? Yeah, here. For now, just snap this here so I can use one wire to connect it. You need iron frames, right? Iron sheets. Dang it. Bit of an inconvenient spot. Let's make 2 more pipes. Thank you. I think also really needs regular pipes, the ice crusher. Let's see. One iron sheet. Well, that's doable. I'll need copper in here for making wires in a bit. Okay. Iron for sheets. Iron sheet, please. Boop. Okay. Plus welding. Cable coils. That's ready. Now we need more cable coils. We'll need a lot. Start making them. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna... Oh. Okay, well, let's hope we can finish this quickly. I'll put these materials here. For now. Okay, that's cable coils. We'll need a lot more than that, so keep making those. It's fine. Okay. Now, right in this moment, we don't actually need insulated pipes for this process. Right this moment, but that's what we have, so that's what I'm going to be using. So, insulated pipes, utility gas. Okay. Put it in here. Put it... What? Oh, we can't use the utility gas, the insulated utility gas for an inline gas tank. So I have to use this one instead, which is going to be wasting a bunch of my potential oxygen. But oh, we don't actually have any oxygen left in there. Good to know. How much oxygen do I have left in my suit? Enough. Okay. Put the gas tank in there. I want to very carefully monitor how much gas gets in. Okay, I think that's enough wires for the near future. We don't want to put too much gas inside the container, it's going to blow up. But too little and it won't make that much power. Actually, too little and it will heat up too much and blow up. So yeah, but lots of potential to blow up. Okay, anyway. Also, I'm going to need to hurry this up, so... Turn on and start processing...
Waste tank caution.
Shut up, volatiles. Just dump this out for now. Let's see. I'm gonna go with like 2 kPa. So much alert blinking. That's fine. We're not struggling too much. Oh, and we're out of power. I'm gonna aim for 2 kPa. It might not be optimal, but that's what we're gonna be aiming for. And currently we don't have any powers, that's fine. We're thirsty, but we can wait a little bit before we drink. It'll stretch out our water supplies. But please hurry, I don't want to use all my oxygen. Okay, go. Come on, 2 kPa, almost there. One more batch of gases and it'll be good. Good, that's enough. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. That's plenty. So now we have the working gas in here. It might be a bit too much, actually. We'll see. Put no more than 60 moles over the volatiles. I don't know how many we have. I can check with my PDA, actually. Atmospheric analyzer. Oops. Oh, you don't have any batteries. Smooth battery, go!
Power critical.
There's 60 moles. Slightly over 60 moles, actually.
Temperature low.
Is it gonna blow up? Maybe. But it's getting colder. I can't exactly leak. Actually, you know what? No, I can't leak the gas. Let me see. Give me a second. If I just do something like this, I should leak some of the gas. Come on, attach. Come on, attach. Come on, attach. Okay, that's good. What? There. If I put this back inside, should have lost some gas. Or not. I can just deconstruct this thing instead. Boom, leak the gas. Now what? No? Okay. Come on.
Hunger critical.
Shut up, I'm busy. Please tell me this is gonna be reducing the gas, because I want to risk it. Up. Careful. Because if it blows up, it's gonna be blowing up a lot of stuff. A lot of important stuff. That should be good enough. It leaks some gas. Okay. Let's put this inside the working gas. Boop. Good. Next. Need oxygen. So gotta move this stuff along. Thank you. Oxygen, please. I would rather be this insulated so we don't have super cold oxygen. What? Where'd the pipe go? Oh, there it is. Okay, and where was my spare canister? There it is. All right. Let's put some air in there. We should have plenty of oxide. Yeah, take a stack. And you need to be turned on. Okay, while this happens, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out my needs. Drink some water, eat some food. Okay. So, water. We have plenty inside our pockets. Yep. Not sure it's gonna be enough, but we'll take it. Make this a vacuum, please. It's vacuumed out. You can see that the ice disappeared from my helmet. Eat! Go, go, go!
Critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay. Then drink. Drink!
Pressure critical.
Okay.
Oxygen critical.
And then drink some more.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay. That's pretty good. How much water do we have left? Enough. We'll have this room heated, so by that time we'll be able to have water in here without it freezing over. Okay. Oh, that's done. I can deconstruct all this stuff. I'm gonna need a battery for that.
Power low.
Stop saying power low. It's always low. It will always be low. Now and forever. Oh, and you're out of power over there. Amazing, amazing work. Come on. Charge up. You can see that the turbines are moving. Come on. 1%. I just need something for my tool, actually, for the angle grinder. Okay. And then a wrench, I imagine? No, a hand drill. Which means I'm gonna have to swap this battery. Dang it. Lost all the charge. Maybe not. Is there any charge left in there? Yes! Okay, and then put this back in there. Okay, while this charges up, let's go ahead and construct this thing. Might need to have the lights off. Nah, I can't see anything. I think we have some flares inside. While this charges.
Power critical.
Shut up. I'm busy. Flares, flares, flares. There's one. Okay. That'll do it. Save me some power from the batteries, from the lights. Okay. So, Ice Crusher. Oh, it doesn't even need... No, it does need support. But it can float off. Whatever. Ice Crusher. Let's get the sheets and cables. Now, I have to run some cables all the way out there, but that's fine.
Temperature low.
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
Critical.
Oh, that's our battery giving out. Swap it.
Air tank low.
Air tank, though.
Pressure low.
We were working on that, weren't we? Oh, yeah. Got plenty of air in there. And in fact, you have so much air, you should stop. You should turn off. That's more than enough air. Thank you. Back to what we were doing. Too far. I wanted the cable coils and the iron sheets. Oh, wait, we have a full pack of water bottles now. Oh, we have plenty of water. What am I talking about? We'll be fine. Okay. Give me the welder. Thank you. The cable coils. It's fine. Next. Pipe valve. I'm just gonna turn on my flashlight. We have decent power now. We'll be fine. Okay. Regular pipe? Sure, regular pipe. We don't want the stuff in there to be ignited anyway. Pipe valve. So, pipe. This stuff can be cold, doesn't really matter. One-way valve. There we go. Then, everything next is insulated. Up. So, this here. Come on. Next, something to take off the pressure. This will be another one-way valve. One-way valve. And at the end I can put a cable coil, whatchamacallit, owl. And meanwhile, you head on over there. This will be the igniter. This can be fine. Let me check inside now. We're gonna need more pipes. Not a surprise. Just like you always need more. Where's my pipe igniter? Did I forget to pick it up? Out there? Was it my inventory? It was in my inventory. Okay, well, we'll be fine. Okay, so get an igniter here to start the burn. Have it face at me. Like so. Whatever. This can start the ignition. Once we put some power in there. Let's see what it looks like indoors. Where's that pipe I just stuck in? Is it already connected? I know for a fact I put a pipe in here. Didn't I? Ugh. Let's, for example, put something in here. Yeah. And that's my power. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. We don't want to be cold for too long. Okay. Where did that pipe go? Is it already connected? Is it just... You know what? I can just take this wall down for a bit. Doesn't really matter. Oh, no, it's inside the frame. We should have a wall. For now. Well, I can encase all this stuff in a frame, but for now, let's have a wall. Well, you can stay like this for now. For now. So, need more pipes, which means we gotta get this stuff on the road. Steel and silicone, which is inside here. Silicone, steel. You can turn on. Insulated pipe. Boop. Okay, let's first finish up this pipe network. I guess we can have the pipe analyzer here. This can be a built inline tank to get some volume so it doesn't burst and explode. That should be enough pipes. Okay, calm down, calm down. Okay, it won't be enough pipes actually, but whatever. So, inline tank, you need to connect over there. Something like this. One more inline tank. So we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 more pipes. And a iron wall. So I can see all the pipes. Up. Do you have iron in there? Yes. Ah! Give me an iron wall, please. How many iron sheets does it need? Wall. Iron wall, please. Need one sheet. And we're out of power. And at least we made enough pipes. That's good. Okay. Okay. Yep, you charge up for a bit. That's fine. Also, maybe pick up the stuff in here. We're emptying the place out. Okay, pipe analyzer. You're gonna be right over there. Okay, so I can see you while we operate the engine. So, inline tanks, please. Thank you. This should upgrade the volume, which means the pipes will have more capacity before they explode. Which is definitely a possibility that they explode. Okay. I think everything is ready. We just need to hook it up. Oh, and also we need a cowl. Pipe cowl and hook everything up. And then we can start. Up. This thing will produce power. It needs power and produces power. It'll produce a lot of power. I guess we'll need some heavy-duty cables. It will produce... Presumably, it will produce more power than my cables can handle. But I'm just going to use regular cables for now. And see how it goes. Because the power is not the point. We just want to get it started. Maybe once it starts producing its power, it can power itself. Maybe. Okay. It'll probably blow up. I'm gonna say. But anyway, we don't even have a proper power grid for now. Next, we want this to continue to connect here. Up. Okay. And then go this way. Thank you. Gotta power the igniter and the water crush, the ice crush, whatever. So you go over here. Hopefully we'll have enough cables for this, but I doubt it. Okay. Now we could automate this process, which is eventually it'll be all automated. But for now, let's see if it actually works. Because this is supposed to be my central heating system. Shut up. I'm busy. Okay. So now everything's connected. But power is turned off, so it's not being powered right now. Did I print a wall in the end? Yes. Okay, well that should work. As long as we have power for that. This thing's full. Now give me an iron sheet. Thank you. And also, I'd like to have my battery for my grinder a bit charged. Are you guys consuming power? What's consuming power right now? Turn this off. That's off. This was on. Turn it off. I'm not sure where all the power... Oh, well, the turbines are not making any power, so that's probably where it's going. Okay, that should be enough for what I want. Let's go. Where's the wall? Did I just lose the wall? Where did I put the wall? Over here? Over here. Okay. And gonna grind this thing out. That'll be for later. We're gonna be replacing all of these lateral... Looks a bit iffy, but whatever. We'll be replacing all these lateral iron frames with walls anyway, so we can have more iron frames for the roof and the roof and bottom. Okay. It's ready to start being tested. So first, we're gonna have a couple of steps. First, we gotta crush some ice. Enough to start the ignition. Oh, and also I need a cowl. Important. Important step not to be forgotten. You're currently losing power. I don't even know where you're losing power. How is that even possible? Oh, because the turbines aren't moving. Cowl, so I can vent the system in case it's about to blow up. Okay. Turn back off. Actually, I'm gonna have to turn this on again. Just like with the furnace. But you know what? I think I could have put a furnace here, but just like with the furnace, I'm gonna put one. Just one oxide and 2 volatiles. The minimum, the bare minimum. In fact, I could do even lower and have 1 oxygen and 1 oxide. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do that. It won't be the hottest, but it'll be the safest. So we can test. Okay, that's on. Open the valve, one-way valve. Okay. I'm not gonna ignite just yet, because I'm gonna check the data inside the pipes. Okay, what do we have? 100 kPa. Doesn't seem too bad. There's some oxygen in the system. I'm gonna turn this on. Right now it's not making anything, because I haven't started the whatchamacallit, the burn, but it's on. Okay, and then burn it. It's burning, presumably. Let's look how it's going inside. Give me some data. 1 MPa, not too bad. Temperature in here is heating up. Look at that. It's heating! And it doesn't seem that bad either. We can automate this. Oh god, no, it loses temperature fast. 3 degrees. Huzzah! We did it. I can automate this easily. Because the temperature is not too bad, I can put a gas sensor here. As long as these things are on the same data network, I can put a chip here, I can program it. Yeah. Oh. Oh, wait. We're in a vacuum right now.
Filter low.
Because this vent. Give me some air. Give me some air to work with. I might even take off my suit in here. Okay. Turn back on. Now, we don't lose any heat when this is off. Oh, God. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. How did this not blow up, by the way? This is making more than my cables should be able to handle right now.
Critical.
Critical is power. It's fine. What's the temperature? Still too cold. Turn it back on. It's working! And we're doing this in a power positive way. Oh, there goes my power.
Temperature low.
Okay, well, give me a second.
Temperature critical.
We'll have to move stuff around, but I think this is it.
Temperature low.
This is it. Go back to being turned on. We'll need a proper airlock. Okay, it's getting a bit cold on the hot side. Nah, still 600 degrees, we'll be fine. Heat up the room, please. Please. Okay, yeah, now. It's being a bit cold. This can work. Definitely. With a proper airlock built. Let me go and start a new burn. Is this a... That's a full carbon dioxide filter? Or later. With a proper airlock and some automation, we can have central heating. For now, we'll just use this current system that we have. Vent it. Thank you. That should do it. This can basically be improved. I'll do just one of each still. It wasn't very close to exploding. Well, it got halfway there. So if we put two volatiles, it would be a bit more dangerous. Let me ignite the system, by the way. Ignite. Thank you. I want to try and take off my suit. This also means we can start growing some stuff. Once it's automated, once we have automated heating, we can start growing stuff. I'm gonna empty this out. There we go. So this does not cool the room. How's it going? It's pretty hot. It's not working. Huzzah!
Health low.
Yeah. I'm gonna take care of that in a second. Oh, there's a bunch of carbon dioxide in the system, too. Oh well. It's still heating up. A bit. Definitely, this system can definitely work. Need an extra burn. Okay.
Hunger caution.
First, empty out the system. This can be a pump later. Once we have some time to do a proper system, this can be a pump. For now, it'll have to be this. Let's give it some time to empty out. In the meanwhile, what do I need to automate this system? We definitely need more capacity in our system. If I could have a giant tank of heat, or of fuel, just waiting, we can then automate. Oh, snowstorm! Quick! Don't lose all my items. Okay. Why was I waiting around? I forgot. Oh, for this to stop. Yeah, you should be empty now. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put 2 volatiles and 1 oxygen. Okay, and burn that up. See what happens. That's gonna be the fuel that we're gonna be feeding it anyway. Okay. I forgot to empty this out. Okay. How's it looking in there? Oh, it's fine. It's hot, but it's not too high pressure. Come on, heat up my room. It's quite cold outside, for sure. Yeah, so now we have 1,000 degrees in the bank that we can transfer to my room whenever we want. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open my helmet. Do it!
Temperature low.
It's not too low. Yeah, temperature's fine. It's a bit cold, but whatever. Let me take off my suit. Yay! Now we can't see anything, but we're breathing. It's gonna make my guy more happy. We're gonna increase our hygiene now. Okay, so we have heating figured out. I can automate this for sure. Proper airlock that actually it isolates us from the outside. Will keep the heat inside. This thing can turn on whenever it gets too cold. And once we have this automated... Oh, and because of the... I'm hoping my cables aren't going to blow because of the storm. The storm does make my turbines go into overdrive. We can have our batteries inside, our power system, so we'll have to redo this this grid to take into account that we have a station battery, which should let us, for example, this storm could be a lot of power if we could store it inside the battery. Oh well. It's too late now. Well, actually, is it too late? I might be able to pull it off. Anyway, let me drink and eat. I can probably feed the excess right now to the battery. If we have the cables on us. Yeah, we do. Also need some cereals. Where my crate is over there. Ugh. Cereals. Also put down the water bottles. Cereals. So once we have this thing here automated, we can start growing our own food and then we'll be fully self-sufficient. We'll be officially surviving. Which means we'll be able to take our time for stuff. Anyway, I might light a flare in here. Because I can't see anything. Where are my flares? Okay. So this is the output. I just want the input for now. We won't be outputting. Okay. Oh, did the storm already end? Can't hear my turbines anymore. Oh, no, it's going. Okay. There's a wire right over there. This place is a bit cramped. But that's fine. Is the flare heating up? It's 21 degrees now. Something is heating. I think the Stirling engine is letting some gas leak. It's not insulated, it looks like. Oh well. And then I have to turn you on. Where's my on? Are you charging up? It seems like the answer is no. I'm gonna guess because a wire blew somewhere along the way. Yeah, I'm gonna guess there's a wire that blew up. Oh well. We'll figure it out. We'll redo our power grid tomorrow to take into account the fact that we have now an inside hot. I have an idea. I feel like this roll flare is heating up the place. It feels like it anyway. In the corner. Either that or the Stirling engine is heating up the place still. Which is good, actually. It's passive heat. Actually, it's too much heat. We might need to install cooling. The thing is, we're going to be losing heat to the outside anyway. We're going to be losing heat to the outside as the transfer over, but it looks like it's transferring too slow to counter this heat that's coming in already. Either that or it's the roll flare, though that'd have to be quite hot. I'm not sure what's doing it, but something is heating up, which is fine. We want heat. Let's keep chilling until the snowstorm is out. I would rather have a window so we could look outside for the storm, but whatever. Yeah, so we'll have to redirect our APC to around here somewhere, and a transformer, because this station battery outputs infinite power. So we want a transformer to stop it from outputting all of its power into one small wire that explodes. Let's see, the flare's done. Is it still gonna heat up? It shouldn't be too hard to make a cooling system. We just have a wall cooler with a passive vent, basically. Let's say I planted potatoes in here right now. What's their highest temperature? Potato. We have 3 potato seeds. Minimum grow temperature 0 degrees, maximum 50 degrees. Man, it's fine. Also, ever since the flare burned out, I feel like, yeah, I think the flare was what was heating up. That's good to know. I'm gonna open this door so I can look outside the window. Yeah, there's not much to see. There's not much to see, is there? Actually, I can't see anything, basically. Well, I guess that's that for today. Off stream, I'm gonna wait until the storm passes, and then tomorrow we'll redo our power network, move a bunch of stuff indoors. What is that? What is that? Is that cold? Oh. I think the storm just passed. So, yeah.
Power low.
Ghost helmet. We'll have to assess the damage, because I'm gonna guess that a bunch of stuff blew up. Up. Close that tip. So we'll have a proper airlock. Redo our power system. This is still powered. Oh, the APC was what was preventing the battery from charging up. Oh well, too bad. So yeah, we'll have to reroute all these guys to the battery, move the APC and get a transformer, which requires steel, so that's fine. That will be the power grid, then a proper airlock, and once these 2 things are done, we can start growing potatoes, I think. We'll just need an indoor ice crusher for water. Actually, no, we don't even need that. We can just use water bottles for the potatoes. We'll need grow lights. We'll need some automations, I think, soon. What do I need to make some automated stuff? We're gonna be programming. So, for example, what about a laptop? Oh, that's an advanced thing. About a computer. That's doable. We also need a chip.
Power critical.
That's doable. We also need the actual chip. We need solder, so we have to go ahead and make some solder, and we need a housing. Housing. That's fine. Solder. Okay, so using these IC chips, I can program them using actual real-life coding to first control the heat, control the lights for the potatoes. I guess that's all we really need. Heat and lights. And water, I can take care of it myself. So yeah, that'll be for next time. Why are you losing power? It said it was losing power for a second there. This thing? Nothing indoor is eating power, I think. Anyway, for later. For now, that's gonna be it. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, 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 bye.